Good afternoon, and thank you for joining this segment of the 2020 GratisGives celebration. I'm being joined with Ann Schiller, who is the Executive Director for CareChest. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's just jump right in. How and when did CareChest start?
CareChest started 30 years ago. This is actually our 30th anniversary this year. So back in 1990, we were founded by 3 pharmacists, and they discovered that there was a need in the community where folks needed durable medical equipment, but they couldn't afford it. And so what they decided to do is start taking in donations of durable medical equipment, refurbishing and cleaning them and loaning them back out. And that's how our agency started 30 years ago.
Wow, that is awesome. That's a great story. What is the mission of CareChest?
CareChest's mission is to provide low-income folks, Nevadans in need of durable medical equipment and medical supplies.
And you have a warehouse right here on site.
We do. We call it, we like to say that's where the magic happens.
Right.
Because it's full of all kinds of durable medical equipment pieces. We have all kinds of supplies for folks that need help with colostomy care. They need diabetic supplies. They get those on a monthly basis. We have medical nutrition in our warehouse, like Ensure and Glucerna. We also carry incontinence protection. It's not a fun thing to talk about, but a lot of people need that help. And so we have pull-ups and incontinence protection for folks if they need that on a monthly basis too.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Who and where does CareChest serve?
Well, CareChest serves all ages. So anybody from, birth to up into, their older years. There's no age limit there. We are also serving a lot of Nevada now. We have several programs that serve all of Nevada. Our Care Loan program serves all of Nevada, and they provide low interest loans to folks who need assistance with staying independent in their homes, and they might need, a vehicle or a modification in their home. And so these are low interest loans for folks, and that program serves the whole state. Our independent living program currently serves from Tonopah up. And then our main program, we just expanded about a year and a half ago to over 8 counties in Nevada, and we're in a number of locations. We have 3 different closets that we've set up so that folks in these communities, in these rural communities like Gerlach, we have one in Schurz, and we have one in Ely, they can come in to these CareChest closets and obtain the medical supplies and equipment that they need at any time. They don't have to wait for us to come once a month to our mobile locations, which we're doing as well. These closets are very instrumental in serving these populations with, the items that they need immediately.
How many programs nationwide operate like yours, or are you guys truly the model? People follow what you do?
Well, it's funny you ask that because we get a lot of calls from around the United States asking, is there a CareChest in my community? They want to get supplies or equipment from us, and we can't serve them because we only serve Nevadans and a few Californians, depending on where you live. And so it's a very unique program, and it's very rare, especially because we have all of these different pieces to our program.
Right.
We have the independent living, we have the care loan, we have prescription assistance, we have diabetic supplies, we also do the liquid nutrition and the durable medical equipment. And so there's a lot of places that have durable medical equipment that they loan out, but there's no place that does all of these services all at once.
Excellent. How does CareChest deliver its mission to those in need?
Well, we have services up here at our main location on North Virginia, but we also have mobile locations both in the Reno-Sparks area and in the rural communities where we take all of our supplies and equipment out to these locations. And then what it does is it helps folks who have a difficult time with transportation or they're homebound and we're in a location closer to their home. And we go once a month to these locations, both locally and in rural communities, and provide our services out in the community as well as here on site.
Beautiful. So you have a location here in North Virginia. Mm-hmm. You have mobile units, and you have closets set up across northern Nevada.
Correct.
Awesome. Meet them where they're at.
Exactly.
Love that. With doing the mission for 30 years, tell us a phenomenal story of impact.
Well, there's been so many, as you can imagine, Recently, we had a gentleman that had a traumatic accident. He is now a quad And in order for him to be at home, he needed a lot of modifications to his home. He also needed a new vehicle. We were able to help him with a vehicle, with a lift for that vehicle. We're in the process of doing the modifications to his home so that he can be at home and be independent and not, be in a facility, a long-term care facility. And so that's just one that's recent, but, there's been, so many. We had a kiddo that actually we've highlighted before. She's on all of our collateral paperwork right now, and she came in new to the area, and, she has cerebral palsy, and she needed a walker so that she could get around easier. And so we were able to provide her with a stand-up walker that would fit her.
Right on.
And she's able to use that at school, in the playground, all of those different places that, a normal kid would like to be. And recently we got a video from her mom, and she just started walking on her own without the walker.
That's amazing.
And so we were all just so excited to see that.
What a good feeling, huh?
Yep.
As the executive director for CareChest, what could the community do right now to help you?
Well, the community has been so supportive. That's why we've been able to be here for 30 years. We rely on donations of durable medical equipment and supplies to give to those that are less fortunate. And so donations are so important to us, both monetary and supplies and equipment. And so that is always helpful for our agency. And then the gift of time is a priceless gift that, we have some amazing volunteers here at CareChest that have been here for 13, 14 years. So your gift of time is priceless to us because you're giving of yourself. And so we love our volunteers. We'd love to have more volunteers, and so that's always something that's helpful.
Well said. Considering that the GratisGives funds that are given to CareChest are unrestricted, how do you plan to use those gratis funds to further your mission?
That's always so helpful when a donor gives us funds that are unrestricted, because we can use them in any arena that we might be lacking. And so, we would evaluate to depending on what area is most in need. We spend the most amount of our funding on liquid nutrition and diabetic supplies and prescription assistance. And so most likely that funding would go directly to one of those programs. We are also expanding to more locations currently, and so it could possibly go to more rural outreach as well.
Talk to us about your experience so far with the GratisGives team.
Well, I think CareChest has been involved from the very beginning, before we even had one merchant.
That's right.
And so we've been...
Thank you for that.
Yes, thank you. So we've been riding along this wild ride that you have been on for the last few years, and it's been great for CareChest. We've developed relationships with businesses that we didn't have prior. And so because of that, that's, also blossomed into some really great sponsorships from some of these groups. CSG is one of them, and CSG was a sponsor for our Bacon, Bourbon, and Brews last year.
Right on.
And so that wouldn't have happened if we didn't have the relationship through GratisGives that was built on the merchant services side.
Internally, it's one of our favorite components of the program, is the connection between the local business owners and the local nonprofits. Your story, as well as the other nonprofits, we all have amazing stories of connection that are coming out of this program, and that stuff inspires us.
It's awesome.
And thank you for joining us today. CareChest is an amazing program. They do great work throughout Northern Nevada, and we are very fortunate to have you guys as part of the program, and I just wanted to say thank you.
No, thank you. We're the fortunate ones, and we're so thrilled to be a part of GratisGives.
Right on. Thank you.